Hey everybody, I have a bit of a hobby update today. I'm going to show some pictures that I took in my photo kind of booth thing, just because this normal hobby light washes everything out of my finished Beastmen command and some extra Beastmen I did, but I've also got some in-progress stuff for World War II, modeling stuff, getting ready for paint, as well as some Howling Banshees that I'm working on that are like the old Rogue Trader 2nd edition, early first models of the Howling Banshees. And so yeah, here's the photos of like the completed Beastmen. And so yeah, those kind of basically actually show the colors and things. Like when I try to show it here, like it's all dark in the front because of the lighting and that I have. But if I tilt it up, you can see it better. But I'm really happy with the design for these guys. I actually like this one with the hair change that I did because it really stands out there. It really makes it pop like in the old school kind of look. But these guys are kind of cool. Uvi and Meta for heavy metal, Beastman language. And yeah, so happy with how those guys came. I did do the painting of like shields again. I always think that's fun. I did a kind of a quick job on these, but yeah, they look kind of cool when you do that, I think, in the classic style. And so other stuff, I'm going to try not to make this too long today because I have a few things I want to show. But I just will mention, some of you guys were interested. I got a couple comments. These brushes have worked out really well so far. I'm actually really happy, and I'm probably going to go buy another pack. Even though they are branded by Mod Podge, I think they're just kind of come from China because they say spotter played at Zuncheng, China. Yeah, so it would definitely come from China because that's what it says right on there. However, I've used this as a kind of main painting brush. Not so much, like I use sometimes a bigger brush just to put like large areas on a model when base coating, but anything after that I've been using mostly this. I've been using this as a fine detail brush. It's got a really nice tip. It's really small, and then I've used this already as a dry brush, and they all have worked really well. Like I have no need for, like, given the price and everything, like they just work great, and so I'm probably just going to try to buy them whenever I can. I actually like them better than the Bria Reese ones that I've been getting as my top cheap brush from Walmart that I had before that. So that's that, and a couple other things is I am starting to put together some American Forces stuff for my bolt action, and I worked on this guy. This is a I have to actually look at it, but it's like this is a I was going to say the wrong one. Look at the wrong bag. M36B1. And from what I understand, this is a tank destroyer that they used a Sherman body, basically, and then, converted it into like an open-top tank destroyer. One of the unfortunate things is I got this kit like at least 8 years ago, if not longer. And there were some things that were missing, and it didn't come in a box. Like, it came in a bubble wrap. They just kind of put it together, threw in sprues and things. The main stuff, like the turret and the cannon and the heavy machine gun and the guys and stuff, were all there. And then the appropriate hatches that were there too, but the hatches don't really fit very well on the Sherman model, which is, like, I have this as an example. They didn't give me a medium machine gun, and it felt like all the doodads like that go on, like the hardware like on it were not there. I had a Sherman, as a reference. I used some of the stuff they gave me that were just like small pieces of thin metal rod, like in different shapes and things, to actually make myself these sort of, I don't know if these are hand clasps on here. Like maybe you guys know, but I don't really know what this is for. This oval thing with this flat piece on the bottom. They did give me the little they're not tie downs, but these they're like these little metal things that you put on the tank that things attach to. They did give me those, but they didn't give me these things. So what I did is I bent and made myself that shape to the best of my ability right there, just to kind of basically simulate it. And then I actually made myself a medium machine gun. Like I just basically, I don't think anybody would notice, but I basically took a rod and green stuff and I kind of made myself a medium machine gun. Because it's, you know, like 8 years later after receiving the kit, I think it's well past the expiry date for me to be able to bring something up to them. Having said that, I magnetized this sort of turret, which I always do with my turrets. I might have one. Yeah, this guy's magnetized. It's possible I have one that isn't when I first started doing it, but I'm pretty sure I always do. In any case, they also have classically always had a medium. I don't know if it's a heavy or medium. I'd have to look at the profile. But there's always a machine gun on the back, and I magnetized it so I could take it off, even for just the purposes of transportation. But the nice thing about magnetizing these is I do that on a lot of things, and I could probably put this on the back of a Jeep or something if I wanted to. I have other things that I've done that with. So I am looking forward to painting that up. I think I'm going to put together I have an additional Sherman, I got 3 initially, so I have 2 painted, and I had a third because I was thinking about playing Bolt Action Tank War years ago, and so I wanted 3 of them. And I also have a Stuart to do, so I'm going to put those together. And so that's it. That's where I'm at, kind of just getting ready to start painting World War II this month, if not the end, you know, sometime pretty soon. And then lastly, I'm just going to tilt this camera a bit here. Notice I'm a little off. Lastly, I've just started doing the base paints on some Eldar Howling Banshees. And I am doing them in the Bielton style. And then this is the X-Arc, which I'm doing in a different color. So I'm going to zoom in on these guys. I said guys, but really gals. For the X-Arc, I'm actually going to do a totally different... Like, it is going to be Bielton still, but it's very different because Bielton generally has... It's a white, green, and orange color scheme, with orange being the optional and minor sort of highlight. But I noticed that I saw someone do the Bielton X-Arc for the Howling Banshees in a primary scheme of orange with then like white and green as like accessory colors. And I really liked it. I know that normally the Fire Dragons have the orange color, but I think the way they did it with the white helmet and the way they, like this is, I've already painted the helmet starting at this white. It looked actually really good, so I'm going to do that. One of the things that I liked, I really love these models as compared to the newer ones that I had. I'm going to do a comparison video showing my first Banshees that I did when I first started this channel, like in 2012-13, and then compared to these, which are older than those, which is funny. But one of the things that I noticed when looking at people doing the Howling Banshees online is that, like, I kind of went for more of like a traditional orange, like similar for the hair, like a red up and then highlighted up to orange, which is what kind of like the orange that I'd be doing with this. But I saw some folks do like a sort of a really vibrant red on some pictures that I was looking at on Google, just looking at people's painted models, and I really liked that. And so I'm trying to capture that. This is only the base color, and I really like this color. And what I did is I actually mixed a red and a purple together to get this sort of look here. And I'm liking it. And so I'm gonna continue with that, and I'm gonna basically use this paint and then like lighten it up a bit with a cool white to do the highlights on it, and then maybe give it a little bit of a wash over depending on how it looks. But I'm liking it so far. I'm really enjoying painting the Bielton again because this is how I started the channel. They're sort of the army that I always associated my Eldar with in the past, and so yeah, so that is fun. I'm enjoying that. And And I think that's it. I don't really have anything else. Hope you guys are all doing well, enjoying your week, and looking forward to seeing what you guys are doing for those of you that have YouTube channels as well. Talk to you guys later.